Hi, we're the Psychic Twins.
I'm Terry.
And I'm Linda. Let's talk celebrities.
Let's, shall we?
A lot of people think that we only predict terror attacks and world disasters, major weather disasters, and medical breakthroughs, but that isn't true. But we've also made many celebrity predictions that have happened over the years since, I guess, the early 2000s. Today we're going to highlight the top 30 celebrity predictions that we made over the years, and they were all documented on national television shows and YouTube videos, and we're going to show you each of those clips. In our very first collab video with Shane Dawson, I don't know if you remember, you guys, a couple of years ago, we basically predicted Shane's entire life. Okay, so we thought it would be easier for you if we put them all together into this video. We predicted Shane would meet Ryland in March of 2016, and we described Ryland exactly. And we predicted Shane's films and his new book, It Gets Worse. We predicted his production company with Garrett, which he still has. And we predicted that 2017 to 18 would be a zenith year for Shane, which it was. We also said, oh, you're going to be super busy with so many projects and so much success, and friends would be coming and going. So here are the clips. Take a look.
I see love coming for you. Okay. I see love coming.
All right, let's start with that then.
Yeah, okay. I see a love relationship.
I
It feels like I'm writing February or March.
Yeah, it feels like spring, and I'm feeling like a longer term relationship in a 2-year time frame, but also in a 7-year time frame.
It's a wonderful person. Very funny, very kind. You're gonna laugh. It feels like, can I be so honest as to say it's a guy that is in business of some kind. It feels like not necessarily a YouTuber or someone.
Thank God.
Yeah, right. So, you know, and I'm getting business back.
I also feel like younger, like it's
a little younger.
He's younger. That's what I feel.
Younger guys love him.
Now, that doesn't mean you won't ever have an older relationship, but he feels a little bit younger. I'm really seeing kids for you. I don't know whether you're gonna have children or, you know, how interested you are in
dogs.
that.
More dogs.
Dogs, right? Animals, dogs, definitely. You'll always have that.
Yes, absolutely.
And is that somebody I already know, or?
This next one, no.
It doesn't feel like you know him yet,
don't
Shane.
know.
I think you have yet to be introduced. But
the guys are
really
saying
nice.
that, he's a real
Fun.
nice guy. It's hard for you to trust.
It is.
And I feel like you're afraid of losing your freedom in relationships. So, but you know, you have so many friends and people around you, loving family. I think that you'll never really be alone.
I think so too.
You're going to have to deal with some jealousy with people, like people that are jealous of your career, of your success, men and women.
Absolutely. But I think you'll learn how to navigate that. Just don't give away the store before you really trust that person and you know there's someone you can count on.
Store's closed. Wow, okay, that's amazing. So now let's talk about...
It's exciting.
I see jobs on the horizon for you.
Okay.
I see
did you see movies?
so much
films.
Films in 2016,
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
2017. I see you producing a project within, it looks like about 3 years, there's a project where it could go to TV.
Crazy
and,
ride, wild ride. It feels like zenith year being 2017 and 18. So that means a high point where you're really going to be, spinning a lot of plates and lots of crazy stuff.
I think I have a good handful of friends, but do you see anything in my life friendship-wise coming or leaving or?
Yes. There's a couple people that are in your circle that won't be next year. I feel like there's a couple people going away and I feel like new people are coming in.
Yeah. One guy is taking advantage of your kindness.
In our celebrity predictions with Shane, about a year and a half ago maybe, we predicted the death of a female YouTuber and that it would happen within the following year, and it did. I think it was that we predicted that in like April of 2016, and it did happen. Christina Grimmie sadly was killed at a meet and greet in Orlando, Florida. Here is the clip of Shane confirming that we predicted that.
Side note, this is something that is kind of weird to talk about, but why not? When you guys came on my podcast, I made a joke. This was like 2 years ago. I made a joke about a YouTuber dying or getting killed, like by a crazy fan. And you guys, and we kind of laughed it off, but then later after the show, if I remember correctly, you guys said that it was going to happen. And you said that it would probably be in the next 2 years.
Yes.
And you said it was going to be a girl. And I was just like, oh my God. And then Christina Grimmie
was murdered right after a meet and greet. And how how sad.
How very,
I mean,
very sad.
everyone was so upset. And the thing is that even on camera, we said, you're going to lose a friend. Remember that?
Yeah.
In the collab.
In the first
And
collab.
everybody said, oh my God, you know. And so it was Christina Grimmie that we were seeing.
And we're so sorry because we know
Yes.
you were close to her.
Yes.
And I know you had such a connection. I can't imagine.
That was so sad. I remember
Very, very
that
sad.
day.
Oh my
We were
God.
all just heartbroken because she was
Horrible.
a very famous YouTuber, one of the most famous, I think.
And so talented a singer too on The Voice.
We also predicted Camila Cabello.
Oh, Camila Cabello. We said that she would be leaving Fifth Harmony and the group would go on for a while and then break up. And we said she would have a very successful career on her
she
own,
did.
which she did. It's just like amazing how well she's doing.
Meteoric.
Meteoric. And
Rise.
we also predicted that Cameron was real. And here are those predictions.
Well, you guys called the breakup of Fifth Harmony, and also you said that there was a lesbian relationship in there.
In
Yes.
Fifth Harmony, a
And
lot of people.
A lot of people are like, "What are you talking about?" I told my friend, he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yes.
But now I've heard rumors
Yeah.
that there is.
Yeah,
It's
there
coming
is.
to
And
light.
a
I don't
lot
know
of
any of their
people-
names, but it's
Well, a lot of
secret.
people think it's Cameron, it's Camila and Lauren, and that they were involved. And it's more than rumors. Actually, they've really been seen together a lot, and that kind of thing.
Do you think Camila's going to be successful?
I think to a
Yes,
certain
because
extent,
she
yes.
is so
I
good.
do.
I mean, we're singers, but man, she kills it. She's amazing. She's an
Very
amazing
popular,
singer.
very talented. I
She
think
will.
she will be successful
Yes.
in a solo career. We also predicted that Kesha would come out with new music outside of her legal ties to Sony, and she did come out with Praying not too long after we made that prediction.
Yeah,
it
she-
was an enormous
Her
success.
album,
Huge hit.
which nobody thought she would ever be free of Dr. Luke and the Sony contract, and she had to be in, court for months, if not years.
It was incredible.
And nobody thought she would break free, but we did see it for her, and we're so proud of Kesha.
Very
Take a
proud.
look.
Now, Kesha, she may actually
yeah.
be able to record outside of Sony eventually. Right
There's a
now,
possibility.
there is a legal dispute,
Yeah.
a conflict of interest with her judge. So that case may have to be retried or, revised in some way.
Revisited.
Now, we also predicted that Justin Bieber would come out with new music. And he came out with Despacito with Louis Fonsi. And also that we saw Justin Bieber having a car accident that was possibly life-threatening. He has had 2 car accidents since we predicted that.
Yeah, one of them was kind of serious.
Yeah.
He hit a paparazzi with his truck and the guy went to the ER. So we cautioned him about driving. I don't know if he's listening or not, but we don't think this is the last of Justin Bieber's car accidents.
Oh, we hope. Let's all just pray that Justin drives safely. And the last one wasn't even his fault. So, sometimes we can, if we have a chaotic inner life, we can attract accidents. So be careful, Justin.
Yes.
Same with Justin Bieber. I mean, I feel like there may be a rehab coming up. I think that Justin
Yes.
will be working on new music
I
soon.
see
Shane,
new
you're going to
music.
see new music coming out. I'm a little worried though about
Yeah.
a car accident for Justin Bieber, and it feels like it could be like years
Yeah,
down
I-
the road. Like it could be 9, 10
you're right.
years, Shane. But I feel I want him to be very careful driving.
Yeah,
With
absolutely.
a car accident, how bad?
It could be
It
life
could be
threatening.
very,
I saw
very
it could be life
bad.
or death for
If
him.
he doesn't get
It could be.
it together in that sense of like really doing dangerous things, I think this should come in as a
I
warning
really
for him
wanna
to be
warn
very
you,
careful.
Justin, be careful.
He can circumvent it if he takes steps, but he has to really kind of take a good, deeper look at his life. We wanted to touch on some of the celebrity deaths that we predicted. Another collab with Shane. We predicted that a male musician / performer would pass of a drug overdose or drug-related causes. And sadly, Tom Petty did pass away not long after that prediction. He died of an accidental overdose of 7 medications. And he was a tremendous star, especially back in the 80s and 90s. Also, Lil Peep passed away. He was a YouTuber. It was very sad.
So
and everybody
young.
was so shocked by that. And Chester Bennington died, and we're still sad about that.
All
'cause we
died too young.
Absolutely loved
Very
him.
young.
And such great talents died too young, gone too soon. So here are those clips.
Do you see any celebrity deaths?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
absolutely.
yes.
I was seeing.
Yeah. There's a drug death, a
Yeah.
drug-related death. Feels like an overdose.
Yeah.
Uh,
it feels like it's male connected with
It does.
drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the near future, you're going to hear about it.
It feels in the musician arena. It feels like performance.
Now in the next clip, Shane Dawson confirms all of our predictions for him, his book, his film, his series, and his boyfriend Ryland.
How about me? Am I going to have a good year?
Yes, you're going to have an amazing year. Oh, we're so
I don't know
proud
how
of
it
you.
could get better for you.
It's just amazing.
You are doing so well. Congratulations.
Happy for you.
So
Shane.
excited for
Well, I can't wait to come out as trans and then die.
No, please don't be that. Don't be that person that we have to. No. But you're gonna have an amazing year and so much fun. I think you're gonna start having more fun.
Ooh. All right.
You went through a dark period there for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and gosh,
Dark before the dawn. Then,
believe me, we know.
Dark before the dawn.
And you're going to be much better next year. I think you're going to be maybe just finding a new sort of stride and really hitting a new stride. It feels like it's kind of even outside of YouTube where you might also do some work. It's very exciting work.
Something exciting in 7
Shane
months.
hasn't told us about anything.
7 months. Everybody always thinks that we talk beforehand. We never do.
What?
Well, you guys said on my podcast that in 2017 I was going to have a career move, something outside of YouTube that was going to set me for life and was going to be like the thing.
Okay.
And I always kind of had that in the back of my head, but then recently I was like, I need to do something outside of YouTube. I love YouTube. I want to do something bigger. I want to create something bigger than myself. I don't do this and that. And then I was like, I need to call my agent. And then she called me without even. And I was like, oh, this is weird.
Really?
I talked to her about it. She's like, no, we need to do something.
Oh,
and then I remembered, 2017.
Oh,
like
really?
that was the year you guys said. And then you just said in 7 months, which is 2017.
Right.
Yes.
But we also predicted your second book would come out in July, which it did. Remember we on the
And a relationship that
on
actually
the
happened.
first collab with you, I think.
Yeah,
Your
we're
second book
excited.
would do very well.
You predicted my book. You predicted my current relationship.
Your series,
you
your podcast,
everything. Which is
Oh.
very crazy.
In a different celebrity predictions with Shane, we actually predicted that Selena Gomez would be producing a TV project, a drama, and she did come out with 13 Reasons Why not too long after. That was that same year for Netflix, and it was a huge hit. That was actually Netflix's biggest hit. It was, I think it was, not without controversy, but a really groundbreaking series about suicide. She did very well. And we also predicted in that video that Selena would be wearing a lot of hats.
remember that?
And that means she would be quite busy doing various things over the year or two, but she was actually in this hat campaign for Louis Vuitton. We couldn't believe it. She literally came out wearing this gigantic hat for Louis Vuitton's campaign, the LV Series 5 campaign in June of 2016. Here's that picture.
Selena Gomez, I do.
Wow.
We actually
I
had
think
channeled a little bit on her.
She's gonna get into producing. I see a TV project for her that's gonna go very, very well.
There's a couple TV projects. I think I see her producing more. There is a drama actually coming up that I think she will be working on. I think she's going to be wearing a lot of hats in the next couple years.
We predicted that Selena would break up with Justin Bieber, and she did. And Shane said, will they get married? And we said, no way. And I don't think she's going to marry him because it looks like this is like the 10th breakup or something. We still don't see them getting married. I've had relationships like that, by the way, where we broke up like 5 times, and that doesn't usually bode well for like a future marriage. No, it doesn't. I think her mother is pretty unhappy with her dating him anyway. She went to the hospital, I think. She was like having agita and stress over that one.
And you know what else we saw with Selena? We saw a possible marriage within the next 5-6 years.
Oh, okay.
Not this year. She's not ready, and she hasn't met the right guy yet.
So you don't think she's going to end up with Bieber?
No,
I don't.
No way.
I don't.
No.
You know,
no.
I'd hope.
They were
You
cute.
did?
They're cute
No.
together.
We predicted that Camila Cabello would leave Fifth Harmony for a solo career, and here's that prediction.
We saw
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony.
Ooh, I have a prediction. I don't know literally anything about them, but I watched one of their music videos and then I watched one of their interviews for some reason.
Okay.
And I have a prediction. The girl, I don't know her name, but she looks like Selena Gomez.
Okay.
And she's small.
Okay.
I think she's
yeah,
like
one
the
of the
most
lead
popular
singers.
one. I think she's gonna leave.
Yes.
Okay,
And I
that's
think all the other ones are gonna be like, oh, and then they're all gonna try to keep going and it's not gonna work.
That's amazing. 'Cause our prediction is that one of them is going to take off and do a solo.
That there's a solo career for one of them, and
That
she'll
was
do quite
exactly
well.
our prediction, Shane.
That was you are getting hot with that prediction stuff.
It's the shirt. Go get it now.
We also predicted that One Direction would break up and would reunite only for short periods for special events in the future. All of them have had successful solo projects and careers since then. So tremendous. obviously that was right on.
What about One Direction? You know how they're saying they'll reunite. Now everybody's saying they may not reunite. So I feel like they will reunite, but just for like little things and like occasional things.
Yeah, celebrations and maybe short terms occasionally over the next 3 decades.
Yeah.
Because they're going to milk it for all it's worth.
Yeah. What do you think, guys? Leave us a comment.
I still can't get over the Fifth Harmony thing. Wait, One Direction, speaking of which, the whole rumor forever is that 2 of the guys are together.
Wow, I mean, it sure looks like that, but you know, then they're saying now, reports are saying they're not talking. Then they reunited for something. I don't think they're still a couple.
I think there may have been a romance.
You think it happened?
I do.
think there was a romance, yeah.
This was one of our biggest celebrity predictions ever, and it was also the biggest missing person celebrity case ever cracked on television. It was the mysterious case of Olivia Newton-John's boyfriend who went missing, and this was like in 2005, I think. The CBS Insider contacted us. They brought us in on the case and they drove us down. I'll never forget this. They picked us up in a stretch limo right from this building and they drove us down to the dock. And they drove us down to the dock where actually Patrick McDermott's fishing boat had taken off, and he went missing off of this fishing boat. And he was never seen again. Now, when we were down there filming with the CBS Insider, police were literally trolling for a body. And we said, he ain't in the water. He's escaped to Mexico. He had money problems. And 5 years later, it was confirmed by Dateline. And in fact, Patrick McDermott confirmed it himself just earlier this year, I think. So it keeps coming out in the news. Fortunately, he's alive. Not so fortunate for Olivia and his family because it was a very sad case, but he is still living. Roll tape.
We also cracked the case of Olivia Newton-John's missing boyfriend that 5 years later was validated. We said he went missing off the coast of California in a fishing boat, and they were trolling the water to see if they could find a body. We went down there. The CBS Insider commissioned us to go down there, not for pay, but they said, would you be willing to give your impressions? And we said, there's no dead body here. He faked his death, and he's hiding in Mexico, and he will be found there.
In 2005, when Olivia Newton-John's boyfriend went missing, they made this prediction.
We don't feel he's in the country right now. He went south. We feel that he may be even as far as the Mexico area.
The mystery surrounding Olivia Newton-John's former boyfriend.
Then, nearly 4 years later, in this Australia's 9 News broadcast, they were proven right.
Private investigators believe McDermott is alive and well and hiding in Mexico.
5 years later, it was verified by
Oh
Diaz.
my God.
And just
Me.
recently.
We have that on tape.
That's going to happen to me. I'm going to fake my death. I'm going to go to Mexico.
We'll go with
Nobody's
you.
gonna know.
We also predicted that Leo DiCaprio would finally get his Oscar. And we predicted that on Twitter. He won Best Actor for The Revenant.
That was
and
amazing.
this was after like many, many years of being passed over and
Oh
no
my
one saw
God,
that
he
coming.
had to get virtually mauled by a bear to win that Oscar. I get it. We've been there.
Yeah, we've done that, I think.
We didn't get the millions of dollars he got, but we sure went through hell.
Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar winner 2016.
We predicted that on Twitter, yeah.
We predicted all of the top 2009 Oscar winners on Tyra Banks' show, and this was the backstage tape. So we had it all, ready to go on the Tyra actual taping, but Tyra wouldn't let us do it
On stage.
So we went back to the dressing room. We're like, oh darn, we wanted to give our Oscar predictions, and this camera crew followed us back into our dressing room, and here's where we made all the predictions. They were all right.
2009. Who's the best picture? We feel that Slumdog Millionaire will be the best picture. Danny Boyle, probably best director. We see Kate Winslet picking up best actress. And Heath Ledger for best supporting actor. Heath Ledger, best supporting actor. Yes, Heath Ledger, best supporting actor. Sean Penn for Milk. Sean Penn for best actor for Milk. And that's probably. And Wall-E probably for animation. Best animation. And best animated film.
Who remembers when we predicted the Kardashian baby boom?
I remember.
I do too. We were there. And guess what? Khloe Kardashian. I can't keep their names straight.
Khloe,
but
Kim, Courtney,
Rob,
Kylie.
Chloe just gave birth today.
Oh my gosh.
To little no-name baby. And that was the 4th Kardashian baby that's been born since we made the prediction with Shane. And we're going to show you that right now. Congratulations, Chloe.
I also feel like a Kardashian is going to get pregnant soon.
There's a lot of tension. And
are the Kardashians going to go away or no?
Never.
No, not for a long time because they keep having offspring and they keep having reality shows. And it's a dynasty.
You know, one of the hardest things about doing predictions is getting the specific... Yeah, everything, but especially predicting the exact time frame. Before we started doing predictions back in the 90s, nobody ever gave time frames. It was sort of like most psychics just said, oh, this is going to happen someday. But we decided to get really, really specific about time frames to our detriment. We have been criticized for being a day off on some of our predictions, like the Pope dying or something. Here is one where we actually got the time right. It was the divorce of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, and we said it would be in 5 years that they would split. It was on the Dr. Keith Abloh show. It was a national television show we recorded back in 2007. And it did happen 5 years later.
5 years later. And in that same video, we predicted that Justin Timberlake would split with Cameron Diaz. Remember when he was dating her for a while?
Sure.
And everyone was saying wedding bells were chiming and that she was wearing an engagement ring. And we said, nope, it's not going to happen. He's going to break up with her and he's going to marry another. And he did marry Jessica Biel some years later.
Well, actually, they broke up right after we said it.
Yes, right after. And so this is that tape with those 2 clips.
Okay, Cameron Diaz and her boyfriend Justin. What's going to happen there?
You know, honestly, I don't see them marrying.
Nor do I, no.
I really don't.
No.
So Justin Timberlake is going to go on to find another woman?
He'll find another. Yes, he'll marry another woman, I feel.
Okay, they're Splitville. Right, because we're gonna call you on this. We're gonna call you if they tie the knot. Okay, a big one here: Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise.
We do see, unfortunately, 5 or 6 years down the road, a split.
A split between them.
I do believe.
Back in 2007, we made a couple of appearances on the Dr. Keith Abloh show. And at the time, Anna Nicole Smith had recently died, very tragically, of a drug overdose.
Had just given birth.
And 7 or 8 men were claiming credit for being her baby daddy. Including her lawyer. Okay, including her lawyer, Howard.
Yeah, Howard Stern.
Howard. Anyway, this was a huge hot topic in the news at the time.
It was crazy.
And we actually made this prediction, and it turned out to be correct, that Larry Burkhead was the father of her baby.
Right after that, we said that Jennifer Lopez would announce that she was pregnant. Nobody was talking about that. She had married Mark Anthony fairly recently. She did come out and say that same year, I think it was November, she announced that she was expecting, and she later had twins, a boy and a girl, in 2008. They were born early 2008. Here's that clip.
All right, we're back now with the psychic twins who say they have new celebrity predictions for us. Lynn and Terry, okay, there's a lot of celebrity stuff in the news.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, one of the questions that we're posing is about Anna Nicole. Okay, whether it will be shown that Larry Burkhead is the father of her child or not.
Yes, we believe that Anna Nicole's baby is fathered by Larry Burkhead, and it will be proven. It will be proven if she is forced to have the DNA test. We feel it may be a forced issue the week of February 21st. Let it be on the record that we taped this before that week. And we do feel that he will be proven to be the father.
Okay, and so you're stepping on a limb here.
Oh, we always do.
Okay, you always do. Let me take you further out on a limb. You have a feeling, I'm told, about Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony.
Yeah, I see them trying to get pregnant this year. You may hear about a pregnancy later this year.
But not by Larry Burkhead. I just wanted to know, this guy gets around, right? Okay.
Okay, here we are on a popular morning television show called Sunrise Australia. It was back in 2011, I think. We predicted all 3 royal babies born to Prince William and Kate Middleton, and in the exact order. Here's the tape.
Prince William and his new bride, Catherine. Everyone's speculating about when an heir could be coming along. Do you see one in the near future?
Well, we feel like there's a pregnancy probably next year, and we're seeing at least 2 children.
At least 2 children. We're seeing a boy and a girl, and possibly more, but we are seeing at least 2 born within the next few years.
Gonna be pretty.
To Will and Kate.
We're actually regularly featured in the Daily Star and the Mirror and all of the, we just actually went viral with hundreds of news stories worldwide last week, making our predictions about like Lady Diana and Will and Kate and, you know, Harry and Meghan. I can't keep them all straight either. But we actually are regulars. We come out just about every month since last June. And so I hope you get to read those. They're all over the internet. We predicted that Zayn Malik from One Direction and his girlfriend Gigi Hadid would actually break up. Now everybody had china patterns and curtains picked out for these 2.
Yeah, they've been living together for over a year.
Forever.
Yeah.
And they were like the one couple everybody was rooting for.
Very romantic couple.
And
they modeled
sadly,
together.
they broke up.
So sad.
Royalty.
But speaking of Zayn, though, we saw a possible breakup for Zayn and Gigi Hadid. And I hate to say that, but I feel, and it may not happen, guys. I could be completely wrong. There's a first time for everything.
No.
But I honestly think that it could be a breakup for Zayn and Gigi.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad, but coming up in the coming year. You know Gigi, right?
She's a
Hadid,
model.
Real beautiful
cute.
model.
Yeah.
Do you think, why do you think they broke up?
Their careers
They're
will
very
take them in
young.
separate directions. They're so busy, both of them, and I think the pressures of just their careers might split them up.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
There's a lot of
love
love,
there,
yeah.
but that doesn't,
Exactly.
you know, love isn't really enough to keep a relationship together.
No.
We've all, you know, been there.
Especially when they're that young.
And we also predicted that Kylie and Tyga would break up. Kylie Jenner and Tyga did break up.
Yeah. I think Kylie Jenner and Tyga, you know, we just have a sense that they might separate again next year.
There might be another breakup for them.
It may not be their last.
How many times have they broken up?
Several.
100.
But I see another breakup,
A
and
lot.
maybe you know, he's getting involved with somebody else, and there's going to be jealousy. But I do see that not being the end of it still.
Right.
We also predicted that Selena Gomez would be taking a step back from performing for a while. It was in a prediction collab with Shane Dawson back in December of 2016. And she did announce shortly after that she was taking a step back, in those exact words, from recording for a while so she could work on herself. Here's that tape.
Oh, what do you think is going on with Selena Gomez? Do you think she's going, because she made a big speech where she said she doesn't want to show her body anymore, and she wants to, like, you know, be more, you know, whatever.
Because of the body shaming.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Yeah,
do you think she's
that's
going
awful.
to do that, or do you think she's going to kind of go right back into the sexy pop music?
Wow.
You know, she's taking.
She's grown up a lot.
Yeah, I think she's going to take a step back from the pop music and performing for a while. And I think we'd even said she was going to be wearing a lot of hats, doing producing and television series and so on.
And
she
she
is
has
doing
been
that. That's come out
acting.
recently
Yes.
too.
Back in October of 2009, we did some special predictions about celebrities for La Fusion TV, and we made some predictions that happened. We predicted that Jennifer Lopez would divorce Mark Anthony and that there was some trouble in paradise. That did happen not long after. And we also, on that same show, we talk about our February 2007 prediction of her getting pregnant, and we had talked about that earlier. It's in this clip. And she got pregnant with twins, as you know.
We have some predictions for you today. Let's start with J-Lo.
I love J-Lo.
You know, we actually were the psychics that predicted her pregnancy on Dr. Keith Ablow's show 2 years ago. And of course, she had the twins and she got pregnant exactly when we said.
And it was very exciting. A lot of people were saying she could never have children, but we were excited. She did have the twins. And we're seeing, unfortunately, a little trouble in paradise.
There may be a split or a separation in the next year or two, and I hope not. I hope we're
hope
wrong, but we never are.
I'm not seeing this marriage long lasting at all.
It's not the forever and always,
no.
unfortunately.
But we wish them both luck, and she's going to have a wonderful year in spite of the rockiness in their marriage.
And the kids are great, very talented twins.
Absolutely.
So, what do you predict for all your faves this year? Leave your predictions in the comments section below. Hit like and subscribe. Help us on the road to 1 million. And we'll see you in the future.